I secretly helped my fiancé beat my dad at arm wrestling so he'll finally stop. So, my dad, 56 million, is one of those guys who takes everything as a competition. He was a high school football star back in the day and has spent my entire life reminding me of it. He's not ripped anymore, but he's got that dad strength, the kind that comes from decades of moving furniture without asking for help and carrying all the grocery bags in one trip. Enter my fiance, Jake, 28 million. Jake is a sweet guy, a software engineer who loves building model trains and making me fancy coffee. He's in decent shape, but he's not macho. The first time he met my dad challenged him to an arm wrestling match. Right at the dinner table. No warning. Just boom. Elbows down, game on. Jake, being a polite and deeply naive man, went along with it. He lost. My dad laughed, clapped him on the back, and said, "Ah, you'll get there, kid." The problem? It didn't stop. Every time we visited, my dad would challenge Jake again. Backyard barbecue, arm wrestle, Christmas morning, arm wrestle, funeral. Okay, not yet, but I wouldn't put it past him. And every single time, Jake lost. I could see it getting to him. Not because he cared about being stronger than my dad, but because my dad treated it like a ranking system. He even started calling Jake kiddo in this patronizing way, like he was a junior member of the family until he could prove himself. So I took matters into my own hands. Jake and I started training in secret. I'm talking YouTube videos, hand grippers, wrist curls, forearm exercises. We even watched competitive arm wrestling matches, which, by the way, are terrifying. For 3 months, Jake quietly built up his strength. My dad had no idea. Then, last weekend, we went over for dinner. Right on cue, my dad put his elbow on the table. Jake cracked his knuckles, sat down, and locked in. The moment their hands clasped, I knew it was different. Jake didn't immediately struggle, he held steady. My dad's face went from smug to concentrated. And then, boom! Jake slammed his hand down so fast my dad actually yelped. The room went silent. My mom gasped. My little brother dropped his fork. And my dad? He just sat there, staring at his hand like it betrayed him. Then he stood up, patted Jake on the shoulder, and said, "Welcome to the family, son." And never mentioned arm wrestling again. So, am I the a-hole for setting my dad up for failure just to get him to shut up? Because I have zero regrets.